everyone, this is Tyler and I'm here with Liz.
Konnichiwa.
And anyways, we are on episode, I think this is episode 20 at this point.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But back to continuing my rant.
Oh god.
Because someone has to fill the dead air. And it might as well be...
I'm sorry, when I play games, I focus on the game.
Yes, and that is why I am here to rant. And talk about this stuff.
You just have a lot of ranty to do.
Yeah. Anyways, in the street I left off, I was describing what I will loosely call the assassination of Ron Weasley's character. Because in the books, he's actually not as bad. And even though I don't love him as a character, I will say he was overall a good friend to Harry. I think Harry could have been a better friend to him, but that is a whole other issue. In the drinking shack, Ron is barely able to stand because Sirius, who had been in his animagus form for months, dragged him down into the drinking shack because he was trying to get to Peter Pettigrew, who was the rat. And as I said before, spoiler alert, but if you don't know this, what rock have you been living under?
Yeah, really.
Sirius turns into his human form. And now everyone believes at this point that Sirius is the reason that you're not even remotely close to hitting those. Sirius is the reason that James and Lily died because he gave up the secret. But no. So everyone believes him. And so he's getting ready to, what everyone believes is finish Harry. And so in the books, Ron stands up on his bloody leg and basically is like, to get to Harry, you have to go through me. Which, let's be real, that wouldn't be hard at that point. Because, well, one, Sirius is actually a very, very competent wizard. In his own right. And much more competent than Ron.
You're fanboying shows.
But anyways, so he does the basically you have to go through me bit. In the movies, they give that moment to Hermione.
Ron's there.
It's not the same. And and she didn't need to do that because we already had the really cool moment where she bitch slapped Draco.
I'd have thought Jack Doyle would have been interested in this loot.
Which I could watch on freaking repeat.
Of course you could.
I loved that. I just want everyone to know, Draco Malfoy is my most disliked character.
Just a little.
Okay, maybe not my most disliked.
Please.
But he's not near the top of my leg. He's not on the bottom, but he's not on the top either. I have so many other characters I dislike more than him.
I hate spiders so fucking much.
I like Ron more than Draco. I will say, as much as I love Harry Potter, over the years I've come to realize there's so many problems with her writing. There's so much problems with her writing.
Yes.
Well, I think a lot of it comes back to is...
Untouched chest.
I'm going to compare two series.
In his search of this cave.
Let's compare two series.
Oh,
we have Harry Potter.
Headless skeleton in sight.
And I think you know what other series I'm going to bring up.
Dollars to Donuts, I'm going to say Percy fucking Jackson.
Yes, that is correct here. Because
you're a giant fanboy.
I think Rick Riordan is not the perfect writer, but I think he at least tries. I feel like he tries a little bit harder than J.K. does at times. Has he had a few flaws in his writing? Absolutely. I mean, he switched Blackjack from being a male to a female.
Oh.
When he's first introduced, I believe it's introduced as a Blackjack is introduced as a mare.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot.
Yes.
There's no
Blackjack
sign of him.
is actually male. In the Sea of Monsters, Artwork described a pitch-black mare being led towards Luke as a steed. Percy then sort of, but not quite, saves the mare, causing a distraction, letting her fly away. In Titan's Curse, though, Blackjack is suddenly a stallion.
Okay, but that could just be...
No, I'm just saying.
He forgot that he made it a guy.
And I'm not arguing that. I am simply saying there are flaws. Nothing is perfect. But one of the things that the Percy Jackson books do better than the Harry Potter books is, and you know, you can find this on pretty much any TikTok page who's talked about the difference between the two, is how they end their series. You know, all throughout the Harry Potter series, we see all this change. We see all this corruption, all this, you know, negativity, and all these bad things wrong with the wizarding government and the wizarding world, right? The book ends, and nothing and they do nothing to change it.
Untouched chest.
The goal,
wasn't very
from
thorough
what
in
we
his search of this
see,
cave.
we're not saying that Voldemort is right or anything like that, but what we're seeing is they go back to the status quo. Goblins are still unequal. House elves are still slaves. You know, Hermione is literally laughed at and mocked for trying to, you know, give these creatures, you know, freedom and fighting for what she believes is, you know, right, because no creature should be enslaved. You know, the books do nothing to fix that, or at least attempt to fix it. If anything, Harry becomes part of the system
There it
by
is.
becoming a wizard cop.
The bridge. It's almost complete.
But that's a whole thing in and of itself. That's a whole thing. Percy Jackson, at least when he does it, he sees, oh shit, there's problems. And then they offer up solutions. Hey, Thunderbolt Brain, maybe if you claimed your kids, you know, maybe if you pay child support.
Did you just say Thunderbolt Brain?
Yeah, it's like that was the first insult that could come to my head. My point being, the Weather Boy. Hey, Weather Boy, maybe if you paid your child support, you know, and made your other family members pay their child support, we wouldn't be in this scenario. Not necessarily, because Luke only did what he did
Farewell,
because
mister. I can only imagine
he
how
had been
this
so
world has
neglected and
multiplied
so
since Jackdaw came
ignored
this way.
by the gods.
Okay, yes. Well, they're not perfect.
No, they're far from it. They were the problem. I mean, Kronos is a whole aspect of this that I'm leaving out of this completely. Kronos manipulated Luke ultimately in the end.
Manipulated the fucking thing.
He manipulated everything. But the feelings were still there. If the feelings hadn't been there, there would have been nothing for Kronos to manipulate, is what I am saying. But at least they take responsibility. You know, again, Percy's like, hey, we have a problem. This is what we can do to try to fix it. I'm just saying. You're running backwards.
And I'm double checking to make sure.
So, that is my rant on that.
Because I'm starting to realize that when I did this on my personal account, I Missed a lot.
So there's one down there and two up top. But yeah, so if you haven't read the Percy Jackson books, I highly recommend them. I think they are very well written. Do I think they're perfect? No. But they're very good books overall. The movies, on the other hand...
I wish there was a way to make sure that you actually discovered everything you needed to discover.
There is.
Oh.
When you leave, it'll tell you how many major treasure chests are in each area once you can access the map. They only keep track of the collection chests.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these
Hey,
pages
look.
safe.
There's
all these
Jack's
years.
head. He would not be part of the Headless Hunt, Liz. He had his head when we saw him as a ghost. I'm not wrong. Did he pull his head off?
I mean, that was part of the story that the people were telling.
I don't know. Oh my god, I've now also heard the worst, one of the worst theories for the basilisk. People are literally trying to say, oh, the basilisk was just Salazar Slytherin in Animagus form.
No.
No. Right.
It takes...
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something
I think we can all agree that is one of the dumbest Harry Potter theories we've ever heard. And there's some pretty dumb ones. Now I'm curious. Alright guys, this is going to be part of a new segment I like to call Dumb Harry Potter Theories. Ooh, okay. Okay, now we're going to say, I'm going to say dumbest, but they say craziest. Okay, number one. Ariana Dumbledore is an Obscurial.
I wouldn't say that's the dumbest.
No. Number two. Dumbledore created a Horcrux.
I mean, he did take a life.
Doesn't mean he created a Horcrux. I don't think he would have. I don't think so.
Whether it was intentional.
Trelawney's prophecy.
What about Trelawney's prophecy?
I don't know. It's weird. They don't. Oh, they're now saying. But now the question is, will Harry live forever now that Voldemort is dead? No.
I mean, he is the master of death, but no.
Not anymore. He destroyed He destroyed the Elder Wand, and I believe he tossed the rock too. Dumbledore's deaf. Dumbledore is deaf. I'm so tired of that theory. He is not deaf. He is not. He just isn't. Ooh, here's one. We've all heard this one. And if you think this theory, you're wrong. You're just wrong. The Dursleys were terrible at Harry because he was a Horcrux. No, it's been debunked. You're wrong. You're just...
Okay, I will say the Horcrux probably aggravated the situation.
But not by much. It wouldn't have changed things that much.
I think it would have.
I stand by this theory as well.
But think about how Ron acted when he wore the Horcrux.
We'll touch on that one later. We'll continue on with more crazy ones. The Centaurs knew Harry's fate all along.
What's happening?
I mean, I can kind of believe it. Centaurs are weird. Trelawney is not useless.
In Gringotts and the
I
restricted
know I
section.
would hardly call her anything but useless. She's right in most of her prophecies. I think she even predicted Lavender's quote-unquote, so I don't think it's ever been clear if Lavender Brown died. But she predicted Dumbledore's death. Okay, so there's that one. How Muggles came up with abracadabra.
Okay.
They believe that it originated, their theories that it originated from Avada Kedavra.
How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
Best kind. Unexplained.
Cannibalism is part of creating a
I can only hope
Horcrux,
this
is a
magic
theory.
protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here.
Crookshanks used to belong to Lily Potter, is a theory. That's also wrong.
What is this place?
Voldemort destroyed his own Horcruxes? No. Okay.
Are we still? Okay, yeah.
Yes, we're still going. We're still good.
I'm just.
I've been checking. Oh, here we go. Here's better. What's the most stupid Harry Potter theory you've read? Snape is really Harry's dad. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think that, you're wrong. You're just wrong.
Can it be?
Nope.
That Lily was pregnant when she... Oh, here's another one. Lily was pregnant when she died, and she wanted Snape to be the godfather of the kid. No.
It's you.
Has someone
By that
finally
point,
found
she
our
had
map
cut Snape
chamber?
out of her
I
life.
recognize you from the pensives.
Is how I see it.
You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora
Oh, here we go.
Morgan
Reddit.
were when
I
you
love
started
Reddit.
at
Okay.
Oh
Hogwarts.
god.
You've paid attention. And might I
Okay.
presume you share our
Oh,
ability?
To see
God.
traces of ancient magic.
Oh, my God.
Yes, sir, I do.
So,
As you
this is
have
the top
likely
one.
realized
So
by now,
this is the original
our
question.
ability gives us
Check
a
All-Star.
unique relationship
Number one,
with all
Ron is
forms
Dumbledore.
of magic. We can access
Apparently that's a theory.
expressions of magic
Snape
that
is
few
Harry's real
others
dad. We went
can.
over how stupid that is.
Opportunities will arise
James
that
Potter
allow
was
you
the
to
real
sharpen
Half-Blood
this rare
Prince.
talent. Do not squander them.
Can't
I
be.
won't, Professor.
James Potter was
Thank
pureblood.
you.
We have much to
And then
discuss.
Crookshanks is Lily
But
Evans.
first, a map
Let's
found
see.
in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation
um,
until you return.
Read the
with
other day
book.
that Kingsley is a Vila.
I'm a bit confused.
And then people
sir.
are like, one,
Why
aren't
is
Vilas
this
all
room called
women?
The map chamber.
I assure you that all will be clear
Aunt Vila is
once the
extremely
book has
pale.
been placed on the pedestal.
And isn't Kingsley a black male? And person commented, yes, yes,
The
and
statues and
yes.
carvings in the house
and
on the cliffside.
Vilas are all women, but
Those are of you.
they or their children and
Are
descendants
you
can
a
have
seer?
part male,
I
part
am.
Vila
Did you know
children.
that I would be here?
I
Lucius
cannot
Weasley
say
is
more
part
at
Vila because
present,
of his mother.
except to say that your presence here
well, because of
does
Fleur.
not entirely
So-
surprise me.
Yes, that is a dumb theory.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book
People are
right
making
away.
fun
Good.
of the Ron
We
and
shall
Dumbledore theory.
speak again once the book is in place.
Let's see.
Yay!
Looks like a Dumbledore too.
Talent points.
Yes, and we have 14 points available.
Stealth.
Let's see. God, can we get off the Dumbledore? Ooh, here we go. Here's a theory apparently someone thought, had at one point, that Draco Malfoy was in love with Neville's toad, Trevor. Read this one back in the live journal days, circa 2005, and it's drawn me ever since. I have a friend who we still randomly text each other, Draco/Frog. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a new ship. I'm calling this Drog. It now falls above Drapple. Oh, Draco Frog makes so much more sense than Hermione, apparently, was someone's comment. Ooh, here's a good one. Dumbledore was Harry's grandfather. Theory, courtesy of my mother, based on no evidence. Let's see. That Voldemort ever had a daughter. Voldemort would never have a kid. Ooh, here's one. Nagini is Salazar Slytherin.
Nagini's a girl.
Harry is mentally ill and tripped up the wizarding world. Professor McGonagall's a Death Eater. I'm having fun with these guys. James Potter's the real Half-Blood Prince. Oh yeah, that's right. I really went for that one. Someone apparently had the theory that Ariana Dumbledore and Peter Pettigrew were in love.
Okay, that makes absolutely
no sense.
Different.
Yup. We're going back to the Ron as Dumbledore theory. Ooh, Draco was in love / had a crush on Hermione, not in the weird Hermione fanfiction way, more like he always talked about her and brought her up in conversations that didn't really have much to do with her. So just calling Crabbe and Goyle all of a sudden that he hopes she dies despite no one asking him or telling Dumbledore how he stole her ideas, despite Dumbledore previously impressed by his cunning. That's ridiculous. Draco has a crush on someone because he can't stop talking about them. That's Harry.
I mean, I can't even disagree because there are so many.
There's so many jokes and memes about
Draco coming home for the holidays and just
going
bugging
on and on about Harry Potter
and
to his father.
And Lucius at Death Eater meetings giving Voldemort the tea.
This is my favorite stupid theory so far. Cursed child is canon.
Oh God. Ugh.
Ooh, another very far-fetched fan theory. Hagrid is a Death Eater. He would never be allowed. They didn't even allow Fenrir Greyback to be a Death Eater. Someone when they were... Let's see. There's the Lily was pregnant and was going to forgive Snape. I hate that theory. Ooh, the snake behind the vanishing glass was Nagini.
Okay.
No, I don't think it was. Voldemort would...
Yeah, so for Voldemort wasn't alive during that time.
Valid. I still say no.
It wasn't because it was a guy.
Yes.
But...
That was before... that Harry is the villain, or rather an anti-hero. Actually, that would have made the series way cooler. People... That fox is the Dumbledore's Horcrux.
I'm back at Hogwarts.
I stand by he would not have made a Horcrux.
I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns.
The Dark Lord was Harry's real father. Oh, sweet Jesus. Here's one. That Snape was actually Hermione's father. When Lily married James, Snape left the wizard world and found a muggle that looked like Lily. She genuinely loved him, no love potion.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Okay, Mike got disconnected again. But I caught it this time. Anyways, so I was reading this theory. When Hermione was born, he was terrified that he made another mudblood in a world that would soon be run by Death Eaters. He also knew Death Eaters would take a dim view of his relationship with a Muggle, so he obliviated her and set her up with another Muggle. Snape was ashamed of abandoning Hermione, so he never revealed his paternity to Dumbledore. When Hermione arrived at Hogwarts, Snape was shocked and decided his best defense was to antagonize her, keep a constant level of disdain to keep anyone from suspecting anything. That's a very dumb theory.
You're a very dumb theory.
Ginny gave Harry a love potion as a theory. explain the run as Dumbledore. Let's see. Apparently, Draco Malfoy is a werewolf.
That one has
No merit.
Some people say it's because they, as punishment for Lucius's,
That's it.
Oh, for his mistakes.
mistakes, take away the pure blood
They
in
wouldn't
the
have-
Malfoys.
Then he wouldn't have been. But that contradicts everything. They wouldn't let him be in the Death Eaters. A Death Eater. It's been clearly established. Queenie is Snape's grandmother is apparently a theory.
So we remember the werewolf room,
Rebellion.
right?
Yes.
And we remember this glowing?
Yes.
Lumos.
See this?
Did that change it?
Yeah. Now they're bandaging a wound.
Oh. Okay. Wait. Let me see this one. So this is the world. Okay. So now she's running away. Okay. I feel like you should have done this in reverse order.
Lumos.
She's gone now. Do you have to cast it each time, or can you just walk up to it?
She's hiding.
Okay.
And yes, you have to cast it.
Okay.
And that is the
Interesting.
saga of the werewolf.
Okay. Regulus Brack was forced to become a Death Eater and regretted becoming one. Yes, we know that. Guy was a Voldemort fanboy for years and was so happy to serve Voldemort. Voluntarily told Creature to help Voldemort and only turned on him when Creature got hurt. Well, no. He's saying that Regulus was forced into the Death Eaters.
Yeah.
No. Regulus regretted joining the Death Eaters once he got in, but he was a Voldemort fanboy up until that point. Ron is Dumbledore. Snape is an incel. There's nothing in the books that would indicate this. Snape tried to kill Petunia. Snape knew Pettigrew was a Death Eater. No, he didn't. I don't think he did. No, and here's why the Horcrux thing doesn't work. One of the reasons the Horcrux theory that Harry was the Horcrux falls apart. It didn't affect anyone else.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see. To get started into
Flying
Gryffindor, you
class.
need to... Ooh, here's one. Snape is a vampire, apparently, is a theory. And to get started into Gryffindor, you need to ask the Sorting Hat to get into Gryffindor.
Hey, look. 6 more keys.
Woot. And flying lessons. Anyways, that, ladies and gentlemen, is all the time we have today. If you like our content, like and subscribe to our channel.
If you like his random rants.
If you like my random rants, I might start dipping into Reddit more often while we're playing.
Oh, God.
I have some pretty fun subreddits we can dip through and read some interesting stories. I have insane parents, am I the asshole, etc., etc.
Are you supposed to be on the counter?
So yeah, if you like our content, like and subscribe to our channel. We upload twice a day, or twice a week, Saturday and Sunday. 3 episodes a day. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.